As part of the trust process, every client must read and complete our client checklist by initialing under each paragraph and signing at the end. These paragraphs are numbered 1 through 17, and this video will provide a brief summary of each. If it helps, you can pause this video as you complete each page of the checklist. Let's get started. Number 1 clarifies that we confine our law practice to living trusts and that we do not engage in other legal advice, activities, asset protection, or other kinds of estate planning. Number 2 reminds you not to confuse probate with estate taxes, that each person can pass $5 million tax-free, and that a surviving spouse can pass up to $10 million tax-free, and that a living trust is designed to keep you out of probate but cannot shield you from estate taxes if your estate exceeds those amounts. Number 3 reminds everyone that even with a living trust, it is very important to seek legal advice at death. Number 4 reminds you that you can revoke or amend your trust at any time, but advises against doing it yourself. Number 5 clarifies that changing your assets usually does not require an amendment to your trust. Number 6 emphasizes the vital importance of titling your assets in the name of your trust, and also refers to our separate handout called Titling Your Assets in the Name of Your Trust. We also have a separate video on this subject. Number 7 cautions you not to title qualified retirement plans in your trust, along with the fact that we do not advise clients on retirement plan tax strategies. Number 8 discusses the pour-over will that comes with your trust, explaining that it is simply a will that leaves everything to your trust. This pour-over will is only meant to function as an emergency backup just in case something isn't titled in your trust. Your goal, however, is for this will to never be needed because anything that goes through a will is subject to probate, the very thing you're trying to avoid and will avoid if you title your assets in your trust. Number 9 advises that upon any change in marital status, you should immediately update your estate plan. Number 10 advises that whenever you're leaving part of your estate to someone acting as your caretaker, that you should obtain a certificate of independent review. Number 11 reiterates the vital importance of titling your real estate in your trust by executing a separate deed for each piece of real estate. Number 12 cautions you that property is often removed from a trust during refinancing and advises re-executing a new deed back to your trust after the close of any refinancing transaction. Number 13 reiterates that transfers to a living trust are generally exempt from property tax reassessment. Number 14 states that we do not clear up title issues or assist in removing others from title. Number 15 reminds you that we do not keep the original of your trust. You do, and it is important that you safeguard it. We also provide a copy of your documents, which we will encourage you to safekeep separately from your originals. Number 16 discusses the wisdom of periodically reviewing your trust. Number 17 discusses the possibility that we may need to contact you in the future and thus recommends that you or your representatives inform us of any change of your address or death and sets forth your agreement to hold us harmless for any failure to keep your information current. Finally, please initial, date, and sign the checklist when you're through reviewing it. Congratulations! If you have taken matters in order, you have now completed all of the necessary documents and forms. In your packet, you will find a final checklist for submitting your forms. We also cover this subject in our next video entitled Final Checklist for Submitting Your Packet.